Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Tango Oscar Mike, and I got the garage all cleaned up. I got some tables set up. I got the truck in so we can sit on the tailgate, and I always use my bed as a workbench anyhow. And I got my soldering station ready to go. And today is June 10th, or as I like to call it, June-tenna. And I have a bunch of members of the club coming over. We're going to do a build of an off-center fed dipole that my club president put together, Joe N3XE. He's been testing all kinds of different types of wraps and cores and everything else, and he has an off-center fed dipole design that he came up with that I think it's a 4-to-1 balun up above, and then down below there's a 1-to-1 choke, so it's all built in. And it seems to be a pretty good performer, so we're going to build that, and got tools laid out, and we're just going to have a good time. I got a couple of hours yet before anybody starts to show up. My wife is getting ready to leave. She doesn't want to be here for the Nerd Fest, and Augie's out in the yard running around. I probably should have washed my truck, but I'll get to it. But yeah, so we're going to have some fun, and we're just going to hang out and build some antennas.
This is also where you want to decide, are you going to use this for an 80-meter dipole or a 40-meter dipole?
80.
If you're doing it for 80, you want to do 13 turns. If you're doing it for 40, you want to do 12 turns. And we want to cross over. We want to do a crossover turn like we have in the picture, where we actually go across and then continue winding, so that the ends come out opposite ends of the toroid.
Well, I probably should have taken a picture of this before I put it together, but I guess I'll take the cover back off and put a picture in. But this is the off-center fed dipole 4-to-1, and there's a 1-to-1 choke in here as well. And that's what we built. So the first guest arrived right before 1 o'clock, and it's now 8 o'clock, and everybody just left. We didn't get to do some of the other stuff we had planned. We had planned on maybe doing a little competition out in the yard, like a QRP competition and maybe a throw line challenge. But so many people showed up, it took longer with all of us taking turns and using the drills and everything, that it just took a while to get the build. Plus everybody was talking and having a good time. So I've got everything cleaned up, and I text my wife and let her know that it was safe to come home, that all the nerds are gone. But we had a good time, and it worked out. And somebody else brought a tables. We had 4 tables, so we had plenty of room. I got to clean up some tools and stuff like that, but it was a good day of ham radio camaraderie. Let me just say that. We talked ham radio, we talked a little bit of everything. People were curious about my setup here, and we had a good time. And everybody now has a new antenna. That whole parts kit that Joe put together, minus the wire, was $50 for all the parts. So that's an off-center fed dipole, probably as good as a commercial one you can buy for $50. And then the club has a bunch of wire that we were just giving people and letting them use. So scrap wire, old spools and stuff like that. So people have wire to make the antennas. Yeah, so now I'm going to spend some time with Augie. I got to eat. I am starving. And that's it. That's a wrap. So this is the end of June-tenna. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. My club doesn't have a clubhouse, so we've kind of done these things at people's houses before. And I'll definitely do another one where we can actually do maybe a go kit challenge. I'd like to do that. But we've talked about getting together and doing some POTAs too, and I think that would be a lot of fun. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video and a little look behind the scenes of the club. But hope you enjoyed the video and some scenes behind the club and the build. But it was a lot of fun. And just to show you, you don't have to have a clubhouse to do this stuff, as long as somebody's willing to make a commitment. And, I had plenty of parking and everything, so I did it here, even though I'm kind of out in the boonies from everybody. I think I'm the farthest person away, but I think everybody had a great time. So this is Tango Oscar Mike saying 73. Take care.
Tango Oscar Mike.